Welcome back. You're watching Today. Now, to support students from economically disadvantaged households with academic potential, the UCT Online High School has established the Learning Liberated Scholarship Programme. In collaboration with notable corporate and philanthropic partners, UCT Online High School will be funding partial scholarships for 500 deserving learners between the grades of 8 and 11 across the country. Munei Chiobe, who is the Corporate Partnerships Manager from the University of Cape Town Online High School, joins us in studio for more on this. Thank you very much for joining us in studio today. Why was it important for the scholarship to be established?
No, thank you so much for having me today, Rufua, and good afternoon to your viewers. I mean, if you look at the challenges that are facing our education system currently, they are unprecedented challenges. And we, at UCT Online High School, we thought we come up with a scholarship program that would cater for those learners who are deserving and are academically strong, to give them an opportunity to access high quality education to support them across the country. And I think when you mentioned the number 500, it's quite exciting. Yes. That 500 young people get an opportunity to actually join one of the most disruptive online high schools in the country currently. Yeah.
And I mean, of course, there are hundreds of thousands of young people that are in need of quality academic learning and whatnot. But these 500 that will be applying, or the thousands that will be applying, and the 500 that will be chosen, what criteria is it that you are looking at as the high school when choosing the 500 learners?
Well, maybe I should start here and say we are looking at 500, but we are hoping that more corporates would join hands with us to make sure that we can definitely support more. But when you look at the criteria that we're looking at, of course, you need to be a South African citizen residing in South Africa, displaying high potential academically. And of course, we understand and we know that online learning is not for everyone at the moment, as we understand that there's the technological element to make sure that learners can join the UCT Online High School. There is a criteria that we're looking at, a stable household. We're looking at having a stable internet connection, having a stable device. Those are some of the things that we're looking at, but most importantly, they need to be from economically disadvantaged families, meaning that at least between or below the bracket of 350,000 per annum household income. So the criteria is also there on our website, where learners who want to apply or check if they qualify, they can head over to our website and check if they are eligible to apply for the scholarship.
And what does the application process look like? Do you write an essay? How do you motivate for this particular scholarship?
So it's quite interesting. I mean, we are a first online high school.
Yes.
So everything is done online. So you're looking at completing an application form, writing a motivational letter telling us why you deserve the scholarship. And above that, there's an application process to first be an applicant for UCT. And looking at the criteria that we have, then would let learners know early December as to who are the deserving learners in terms of the scholarship program.
Yeah, and beyond this particular program, once completed, does it open the opportunity or doors for tertiary education?
So I was once at UCT,
yes,
the career services manager, and that's the question you always get. Being at UCT, does it mean automatically at UCT? But the reality about education currently is that as the world moves into this digital space, offering high quality education really increases the chances of learners being admitted into this institution of higher learning. So joining UCT Online High School, I would say definitely does increases the chances of learners being absorbed into institution of higher learning based on the quality of education that they receive from UCT Online High School.
Now, the online high school is fairly new, as you've just indicated, and I suppose viewers that are watching are wondering about the appetite and the growth that the online high school has gotten since it was established. What have you seen in terms of those trends, and if young people coming out of primary school are actively saying, this is the institution where I want to get my high school learning?
I mean, it's quite exciting seeing young people and the hunger that they have. I mean, we get flooded with applications, young people saying, we want to access this new thing, you know. And we also know that it's not a silver bullet in education, right? And we really understand that there's a particular learner who currently can uptake the online learning space and really thrive. So we do see a number of learners who are applying, wanting to be at UCT Online High School. So there's quite a huge appetite from primary. I mean, we are opening the scholarships from grade 8 until 11. So you get a lot of applications coming through of learners who are saying, we want to join the UCT Online High School.
Yeah, but what about the issue of load shedding? It is strictly online, as you've indicated. Have you had any bumps along the way when it comes to consistent following the curricula in whatever particular hours of the day? Or have you had to adjust how you teach as an online high school to accommodate issues of load shedding, as an example?
I mean, great question. I mean, load shedding is affecting all of us, right? And if you think about online learning, the first thing that comes to mind is load shedding, right, in South Africa. But the reality is we had to adjust our model to make sure that it fits to this schedule of load shedding, and making sure that learners can also download content and make sure that they can also study offline and still access the content when they are offline. So we are definitely working towards pivoting our model and making sure that it accommodates for things like load shedding, and making sure that learners can study at any time and anywhere.
And just as a final thought, I mean, we've had quite a number of conversations about the direction that the world is moving towards when it comes to AI, the Internet of Things, and so the subject offering that you're offering these high school learners, is it fit for the way that we're going in the world, or can they still expect the traditional subjects that we've all been accustomed to?
As we ease into the adaptation or adoption of the new technology in the learning or edtech space, of course we need to make sure that we get the basics right? And as soon as we get that right, then we are going to start offering more subjects. So currently we are still offering them the basic subjects to make sure that the model works and it fits the context in South Africa at which we are existing in. And I mean, if you're mentioning load shedding, we need to make sure that we cater for things like this when we bring things like robotics, just to make sure that we are accommodative of all the learners who are wanting to pursue the National Senior Certificate.
Yeah, so mathematics, accounting, all the subjects I didn't do particularly well in myself, but we wish you the very best of luck, and hopefully you do have more corporate stakeholders that come on board so it moves from 500 to 500,000. You never know. Monet, thank you very much for joining us in studio. That is Monet Chiawe, who is the Corporate Partnerships Manager from the University of Cape Town Online High School, talking about 500 potential learners between the grades of 8 and 11 that can apply on their website and potentially get that scholarship to study further on their platform.